early, and it still applies today. Be fast, be fit, be strong. I had nothing to do with any of that. That was all Tab. Be resilient, be persistent, be smart. I played some role in that. Be passionate, be first. That's all her. So I've spoken about this a little bit. I think that you have a video to play, but I want to give you some context to the video and how it happened. The journey for Simo to be the #1 player in the world and to win that first major at the French Open last year was, for me, one of the most rewarding moments I've had as a coach, by far the most rewarding moment as a coach. And not often have a sporting result brought tears to my eyes, but that one certainly did. But to understand the journey and how difficult it was, and spending time in Romania as well, and knowing how important winning that first Grand Slam was for Romania, it was an amazing experience. But the resilience that she showed going through her career, the loss to Sharapova at the French Open, before I came along, I think Wim Fissette was the coach back then. As I said to you before, Simo was already a great player before I started with her. We had success straight away. The first tournament we worked together was at Indian Wells, and Simo won that event. Put herself into the final of the French Open in 2017, lost from a set and 3-love up against Ostapenko. Put herself back into the final of the Australian Open, an amazing performance. Got through to the final after fighting through a couple of great matches, one against Lauren Davis and the other one against Angie Kerber, two of the best matches I've ever seen. Again, Simo showing that fight, that resilience, that fire in the belly, only to be knocked down again by losing a final of the Australian Open. Having that ability to put it all aside and to find a way to pick herself up, train harder, train smarter, put herself back into a position at the French Open was an incredible performance. And one of the things that we decided to do after the Australian Open was find a role model. Find somebody that we could look up to learn from. And the player that we did for that was a guy called Rafael Nadal. And we would go out when it worked and watch some of his practice sessions, watch the way he practiced. If anybody's seen him practice, it's amazing, because in matches the guy barely misses. In practices, he barely hits a ball in the court. He hits everything as hard as he can. Most of the balls go into the back fence, but he doesn't care. He just goes about his business like, this is what I have to do to get better. I have to take risks. I have to find ways to get better. And if I just go into the practices, just putting all the balls in court like I do in matches, it's not going to make him better. So Simo and I would talk a lot about Rafa, the way he practiced, how he was going about it. And again, I go back to the why. Why is he doing this? Why is he working so hard? Why is he pushing so hard after the career that he's had? It's because he loves it. So I was lucky enough to find this video about Rafa online that I promised Simo that, and a lot of the quotes from the video, Simo and I watched time and time again. I've watched it about 1,000 times. I think Simo's watched it about 100 times. And I promised her that if she ever won a Grand Slam, I would replace Rafa and put Simo into this video. So this was the video that I made for her after she won the French Open last year and finished the year-end #1 last year. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll play it now for you. Some of you guys may have already seen it.